So what's going on, people? What's going on? Tayo Kong Africa, PJ. What's going on, people? How has your day been? Okay, quickly before I go to sleep, I would have done this live earlier, but I think I'm actually going to leave this on. And Olalani, so I'm quickly going to do this and just leave it. Now, generally, this goes for a lot of what is it? I'm going to speak on something that I think a lot of us needs to pay attention to, especially those of us that are creatives, those of us that are doing music, those of us that are creating movies, those of us that are in the creative industry majorly. But I think what I'm going to say this night actually affects every other industry too, and it has to do with timing from the place of attention span. There's a lot of distraction going on this place. So there are many questions people are asking me, but let me just first focus on this. Timing as regards attention span. Now, there had been a lot of change, especially with when COVID came. COVID actually, rather than make people have more time to say they want to actually pay attention to whatever things that we are creating, I think COVID actually reduced people's attention span. Now, when I say attention span, obviously you can check up the word attention span, but attention span, technically, what it means is how long you can concentrate when either somebody is talking to you, or when you are listening to something, or when you want to do, how much you can actually pay attention. That is what attention span means. Now, why I think every creative should pay attention to the rapid change that is happening with human being as regards attention span is this. Not just music artists, even those that are creatives in terms of comedy and all of those stuff, movies and all of that is, I grew up in an era that they used to do what they call album record then, on all these vinyl record. It's not even CD. I'm sure some of the people, I can see that we know that thing that I'm talking about. Then it used to be 22, is it 26 or I think 22 minutes first side, 22 minutes second side, which everything at the end of the day will be like 45 minutes. That is how people will do music then you will do a song for like 22 minutes, but most time what they do is like a medley. Even as at then, I noticed most of the songs that we buy from abroad, the longest they go is like 4 minutes, is like 3 minutes. And I remember then that people will say your song is too short and all of those things. But I remember that I was looking at it that this might be where the future of music is going to, when your songs will not be long and all of those things will not be long. Now, it has become so rampant now that the way that the attention span of things have reduced has gone beyond. Now, I'm not saying whether it's good or bad though. Me, I actually like it. What this means is that instead of you trying to create content or consumables that people will have to stay on for too long, we all need to start watching this. Cut the time. There is one Kenyan proverb that says that it is when you don't understand a thing that you start to use so many words trying to explain it. So cut the time of that song that you want to do. Cut it to something that is shorter. Cut the time of that movie that you want to do. You don't have to do a 3-hour movie now that you will now be doing all in the name of you want to do a full-length movie. Who told you that a full-length movie cannot be 1 hour? All the name of I want to do a full-length movie that the industry had to sue. So I had to make a movie that is like 2 hours and all of those things. Now you now start doing some scenes that are unnecessary, some things that all you need to use to explain them might just be a text, but you still want to act them out. You want to do all of those things. You want to do a song, and this actually goes to a lot of gospel artists or worship artists. You need to cut down those songs. Those songs should not cut more than, for now, it can change, yeah. If what is it called, trends, they change in a lot of times. People's attention span might actually come back and they want to just listen to something very long. But for now, the trend now is it has to be short. Because are you the one that is paying them at the TV station or at the radio station that you will give them a content to play for 10 minutes when they have so many artists? And even when I was growing up, I remember that soap operas when I was growing up used to last for 1 hour, but nowadays they last for less than 30 minutes. When I was growing up, people will tell you they want to do short film. Short film will be like for 30 minutes, but nowadays there are some full-length movies that are no more than 45 minutes. And that is to tell you, you can see what I'm trying to see more from the way that people actually are patronizing, what is it called? People are patronizing skits more than even the way they patronize normal full-length movie. A lot of your A-list actors, a lot of your A-list musicians, a lot of your A-list celebrities, they are now doing more of skits because those skits are short, straight to the point. Now, those skits are still more of comedy and all of that, but I'm seeing a trend that most of those skits will become what people will start to watch more like movies. When people will want to make sense and all they have is less than 3 minutes. If you remember, skits then they will tell you is like you can use 7 minutes, you can use more. Nowadays, those skits, some of them are less than 1 minute, some of them are less than 2 minutes, some of them are 3 minutes highest. Because the attention span for people to stay on something for too long does not actually cut it. That is why, if you notice, even for what is it called, most of our most of the season stuff that we watch, they don't do them for long again. They cut them very short. I remember when we watched Legend of the Seeker. Legend of the Seeker. Did you watch Legend of the Seeker? We watched one stuff then, Legend of the Seeker, that each episode will be very long. But nowadays, I noticed that they just cut them short. And this is to tell you that anything you need to present, anything you need to give to people, first understand it, because they don't have the time to stay to listen to you. They don't have the time to stay to want to just keep it short. Whether it's in a church, your sermon should be short, but very precise and straight to the point. Now, I'm not saying because it has to be short, you should now remove all the sense from it. But I'm saying that when you understand it, you won't spend too much time trying to explain it. Same thing for music, same thing for movies, same thing for even when you deal with people. When you go into the banks nowadays, I remember when I worked a bit with the bank. If you stay when I was still working in the bank, if you stay 10 minutes in the bank, that means they actually attended to you early. But nowadays, people don't even want to go into the bank. So when they get into the bank, every bank, if you notice, everybody is trying to make sure that you don't spend too much time with them. They just want to come, bam, and leave. I do a lot of courses online. And I noticed that as complex as some of those courses are meant to be, they cut if they are going to teach me on a particular topic, they cut it to 30 minutes, nothing more than 10 minutes. You understand? They will teach that thing for 10 minutes, then they know that after you watch the first one, you might want to take like a break before you watch the second one. And those things are sticking. Not in Nigeria that you will stay 2 straight hours, that the first 20 or 30 minutes, yes, you will get it right. But after that, every other thing is like water entering into basket. So we need to learn from this. The time span that people can concentrate is very short now, because a lot of things are trying to rent space in their head. A lot of things are asking for attention in their head. Some is survival, some is affirmation, a whole lot of things. Even social media is trying to get the attention, and everything is trying. Even me now, I'm trying to get your attention. So technically, why I'm saying this is, whatever we are doing, try as much as possible to make sure you pay attention to time. Pay attention to time. Having said that, I think I also need to pay attention to time and stop this talk. So thank you guys for having me this evening. I don't know, let me check. Some people are trying to. Okay, Ayobasi said, what about getting discovered by record labels? Okay, I will answer your question now, Ayo. The truth is, that record label model has actually expired. In the chain, let me quickly draw the chain. For those that are artists here, you need to actually pay attention. I knew this since 2011, and I was prepared for whatever that we have now. The record label model used to be, the artist or the band, then the record label, the producer, which is the music producer, then the record label. The record label used to be the ones that we normally fund, finance, distribute, market, and do all of those things to records. But in this time that we are in now, that is the era of streaming of music, the record label model has actually expired. What you need as an artist is actually to set up an independent label, which will make you an independent artist. But I understand, you will say, where will you get money to push yourself? Where will you get all the systems to push yourself? I'm sure if you come online, you will see how you can do all of that. There are investors. Now, also to correct it, your manager is not your investor. Your manager is more like somebody that is just working for you. So some people will get investors to invest in your music. You push your music out there. It is no record label that you should even discover you in this 2021 model. It should be the people that should discover your music. There's a guy now that is popping everywhere. I heard he's not under any record label, just pushing. And most of the guys that you see, some of these record labels that we have now signing, they have done stuff, which is why those record labels will see them. It will get to a point that as an independent artist, you might not be able to have the funds to actually move to that particular level that you want to move to, but you still need to sow a seed first. That seed I'm not saying come and put money in my account. The seed that I'm talking about is the seed of work. Put work into what you are doing. Create a good content. Put it online. I'm telling you, if you can garner some buzz, when you go to aggregators like Empire Music, you go to aggregator like 1RPM, and they notice that there is a lot of buzz, that there is a lot of demand for you, they can even give you monies to actually start shooting your videos and doing some of those things. But sincerely, the era of having record label is going into extinct. It might come back. It will fade. It will not go. It will be there. But a lot of people will not be doing all those signing of record labels and all of that. But what I will advise is, before you even say you want to sign record labels, I think you should get yourself a lawyer that can help register you, all those streaming monies that people are losing. They should help you structure all of that, and I think that will help you. I think I answered the question now. EY, please let me know if I answered the question. I have a lot of questions here, man, but I can't. Oh, Pastor KG, I see you, sir. I call you, sir. So if you guys have any other question, I'm actually waiting. If you have any question, not necessarily musical, any question at all. And for some of you that are also artists, please do this. Instead of you trying to, because I know a lot of you are eager to want to, Messi, what's up? A lot of you are very eager to want to release an album or release, what is it called? EPs now. I will advise that you actually start by releasing a single. Use those singles to get attention to yourself. Use those singles to get attraction. Now, there is no way you want to push music now There's no way you want to push music now that you won't actually be spending money, because it actually takes money to also push some of these things on social media. As free as social media is, to get real attention, you need to, but the monies will not be as big as what you understand you would have spent if you were just pushing on normal radio, all of those. Coded tone. Tell us about Sam Sultan album. Yeah, the album, yeah, presently I'm okay now. I'm feeling fine because I can actually feel my friend every time I listen, because initially, anytime I try to work on the album and I hear the voice and I can't see the man, it actually gets me all emotional. Most times I will drop the stuff and just start crying. But right now, I am way better because I know it is the body that died. The man is still so much alive around me. I can actually feel him and all of that. So what we've done so far is I've actually set up a team that is helping. Yes, I'm setting up a team that will help me to finish up with the album. Then we push the album. Then we give the returns to the family. So the album is coming. Hopefully we will launch it on his birthday. Okay, you said, I have a question. Outside music, how can you make people value you more? Create value. If you want people to place value on you, create value. And how do you create value? You need to also understand that what makes something valuable is actually reality. If what you are putting on the table is not common, is rare, people will value you. And behind that rarity too, in as much as I encourage that people should be willing and free to share their formula and all of those things, you need to always be on your toes, to always have something new by the day that will make you mysterious. Because what actually makes people to put honor to something that is rare is a lot of mystery that they can't decode about that thing. That's the reason why we worship God, because God is mysterious. You don't really know the whole of God. So you need to create something like that. And I'm sure people will value you more. It's not necessarily music. Anything that you do, just make sure that you are creating value by creating something that is different, something that is rare. And when I say different, it starts from you. Don't compete to be like any other person. Rather, compete to be different from compete to be better than what you have done. And in relation to other people, you look out for your difference, what makes you different from them. And I think that will go a long way to help you. Can we share links for you to listen to songs and give comment? I probably will plan this one, but not now. I'm working on Sultan's album. I'm working on some other artists that you guys know, Nosa. I'm working on with Iblis and some of these people. So I don't want to hear any artist song that I will now start sounding what I heard. But we can definitely arrange this and we'll do it. So do you manage artists? No, I don't manage artists. I have a producer that I feel like should be heard. He's very good, but he's limited. He's not limited. The only limitation he has is his mind that is telling him that he's limited. He's not in any way limited. It's your mind that is telling you that you are limited. So tell him that he's not limited. It's even easier now to push your stuff. You don't even tell the guy, the producer, that he doesn't really have to produce for an artist to use the beat. He can produce, put the beat online, and people will use the beat and he will make money. So a studio session with you will cost you how much? I don't charge per studio session, I charge per song. And that one is not something I can say here. Good evening, I'm an artist, but I don't know where to start because there's no one helping me. But bro, help means that you are doing something. Then people see what you are doing, they now earn that help. But if they don't see you doing anything, there's nothing to help you on. Help is, let me describe, the way I describe help is this. If you want me to help you to carry a chair, then I should see your hand that you are actually trying to carry the same chair before I can come in to say I want to help you. So try on your own, just hustle a bit, get some money, go to the studio, record a good song, try to push it online, and people will see you. The guy is not limited though. I keep saying that. In fact, I can have a chat with him, sir, if you want. I'm not coming out. His help is needed. Me too, I need help. Yeah. Please, what are the challenges in gospel? That one will take the whole of this night. There is no challenge. You are not disadvantaged because you are a gospel artist. That is one thing I will tell you. You have a ready-made stage every Sunday. Every church, many churches are looking for people to sing. But it's just, as a gospel artist, I know you have an advantage, a major advantage that most secular artists don't even have. It's just, I don't know, what people see as challenges most times is they will tell you that they are not making monies because churches don't pay them well. But now, even secular artists don't wait to be paid at shows for them to make money. This streaming thing is actually making people make money. So go out there, make the music, and just let it play. I would like to see Cabasa. Oh, you are the son of legendary Victor Waifo. I was actually in Benin a while ago, and I came to know that's how would I call it, museum? Yeah, a place, man. I enjoyed myself. If you are in Lagos, yes, we can see. Yeah, imagine I have songs on Audio Mac. That's a good start point. But you know, Audio Mac is actually a streaming point. All of those streaming points, they have you to load their songs on, but you still need to push the song. Where do you push your song? You push them on Instagram, you push them on Twitter, you push on Facebook. Facebook has more number than any of these other people. You understand what I'm saying? So go more on Facebook too to push your content. What advice can you give up for the beginning? That one is a whole seminar, bros. Yeah, talent doesn't work if talent does not work out. That's the summary. So guys, okay, somebody sent me a question. Okay, AY said to record a song in a studio, there is not every studio that is expensive. There is not every studio that is expensive. There are also upcoming producers that are just looking for young people that will sing on their beats. That, you understand what I'm saying? So it's not all studio that is actually expensive. So I will advise that you actually don't start by looking for one big producer or one big name producer to produce you. Remember that big name producer was once an upcoming producer too. So for me, that was what helped me. I had a lot of friends that trusted what I could do, and they gave me the chance to produce them, and the rest is history today. So I would say that you can also toe the same line. Look for young producers that are out there that you can actually partner with, and you get stuff out. I think I've tried though. Now it's time to go and sleep. So thank you guys for this evening, for having me. So hopefully we talk tomorrow too. So peace out. This thing does not want to go.